Welcome to the lesson on Introduction to Literary Criticism and Theory. By the end, you'll learn about literature, criticism, and theory, and get an overview of Western critical thought. Literature is all about the creativity of the human mind. It explores deep emotions, human nature, and life experiences. Literature reflects society's values and individual human conditions while also speaking to universal truths. Literature has evolved from simple written records to sophisticated, imaginative expressions. The printing press made books accessible, making literature important in shaping and reflecting cultural identity. Literary criticism isn't just an academic exercise but a vital interaction between reader and text. It bridges the gap between a text's abstract meanings and the reader's personal experiences. This interaction is enriched by diverse critical perspectives. Formalism focuses on a text's structure, while psychoanalytic criticism explores the psychological aspects of characters and readers. Each perspective reveals new layers of meaning. When we define theory, it's helpful to think of it as a map of literary studies. Theory provides tools to analyze a text's structure, understand its core, and see the flow of its ideas. This map guides us through Marxist theory, which looks at the socio-economic forces in literature, feminist theory, which examines gender roles, and post-colonial theory, which addresses colonialism's impact on literature. Roman Jakobson's communication chain helps us understand the dynamic interactions in literature. It emphasizes the importance of the author's intent, the text, and the reader's interpretation. Literature's essence lies in these interactions. Exploring literary criticism and theory helps us develop empathy and a deeper understanding of human experiences through literature. They allow us to see with our hearts and minds, exploring the landscapes of human imagination. The dialogue between literature and criticism spans from ancient to modern times. Our journey starts in ancient Greece, where literary criticism began with poetry and philosophy. Poets like Homer saw inspiration as divine, believing they told stories the gods wanted. Plato, in The Republic, examined literature's role in society. He worried that poetry's imitation of life might lead people away from truth and virtue. He outlined how poetry should fit into an ideal state, focusing on its moral and educational impact. Aristotle, Plato's student, defended poetry, especially tragedy, in Poetics. He argued that tragedy's cathartic power helps audiences experience and release strong emotions, restoring balance. This makes poetry a key form of emotional and ethical engagement. In the medieval era, the connection between divine insight and literature grew stronger. Writers like Dante Alighieri combined theology with poetry. The Divine Comedy guides readers through a moral and spiritual journey. The Renaissance revived classical thought. Sir Philip Sidney defended poetry in Apology for Poetry. He argued that poetry is a noble art that inspires moral virtue and offers deep insights into the human condition. The Enlightenment emphasized rational discourse, leading to the Romantic era's new views on poetry and criticism. Poets like Wordsworth and Coleridge focused on nature and genuine human emotions, valuing heartfelt expression over classical formality. The Romantic era celebrated individual emotion and the sublime aspects of nature. It moved away from structured approaches, embracing the limitless potential of the imagination. The Romantics saw poetry as a way to explore the self and the universe. And with those final words, we conclude this lesson. For additional information on this lesson, please look at the content below the video in the online course. To get a list of the important questions and their answers for this lesson, please refer to the guidebook by our publications provided to you with this course for free. It shows you a list of all the questions that have the highest chance of coming in your next exams based on research carried out on previous year question papers. All the best, and I'll see you in the next lesson.